A group of politicians, civic leaders, and concerned citizens are suing U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder over the Voting Rights Act. Specifically, they are challenging Section 5, meant to protect minority voters' rights to cast a ballot. The group's lawyer says over the years, Section 5's intent has been skewed.
Now it is being used by the U.S. Justice Department to enforce the idea that black voters need the Democratic Party to get elected, even in a city where a majority of black voters decide they would prefer a nonpartisan system.
The dispute dates back to March 2008, when former state legislator Stephen LaRoque began collecting signatures on a petition for a referendum to allow voters to decide whether they want partisan or nonpartisan races. In 4 months, they had enough signatures, and the referendum was on the ballot in November 2008. It passed with nearly 5,000 votes, or 64%. The Justice Department says at the end of October 2008, there were 14,799 registered voters in Kinston. Of them, 9,556, or 64.6%, were black. Under the Voting Rights Act, Kinston must get federal approval before changing local election laws. In 2009, U.S. Attorney Eric Holder sent a letter to the Kinston City Council denying the change from partisan to nonpartisan elections.
According to the Department of Justice letter, white Democratic voters would be unlikely to vote for black candidates unless they knew that the candidates were running as Democrats.
The Kinston City Council decided to accept Holder's decision. It was inside this building where the Kinston City Council voted 4-1 not to appeal U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder's decision not to allow nonpartisan elections. City Council member Robbie Swinson voted against appealing Holder's decision. Over the phone, Swinson said he didn't think the African American community would be able to elect black candidates in nonpartisan races. He said the current system has been working and can keep working. The city's first Republican mayor since Reconstruction was elected in 2009 and says refusing to appeal is purely political.
The only thing I can think of is politically motivated. The system has been the system for as long as anybody can remember.
The law group handling the lawsuit says there's no time frame on when the case will make it to a courtroom. A judge has to make some administrative decisions first. For CarolinaJournal.tv, I'm Anthony Greco.